Welcome back to a new Hack My Home video. With this video, we begin a series dedicated to presence management. In this first episode, we'll talk about why presence detection is so important, review the most commonly used sensors, and create our very first tracker sensor based on the wireless network the device is connected to.
Implementing and managing presence is essential to allow automations to truly understand who is at home and react to events with greater precision. Lights, climate control, security, notifications, everything becomes smarter, more context-aware, and, above all, more pleasant to experience every single day.
Home Assistant offers several ways to determine whether we are at home, and today we'll look at the most reliable ones. Using the Home Assistant mobile app, available for both Android and iOS, smartphones can be detected as soon as they connect to our home Wi-Fi network. It's a very reliable detection method because it doesn't drain the battery, it's immediate, and it's perfect for knowing exactly when we arrive home. We can also enable geolocation to know when we're entering or leaving the area defined as home. It isn't as fast or as precise as Wi-Fi detection, but it periodically sends the phone's GPS position, giving us a good approximation of where we are. In addition to Wi-Fi and geolocation, we can also use Bluetooth Low Energy (BLE) detection through the app's built-in beacon support. This allows Home Assistant to know, even more accurately, where we are inside the house, room by room, whenever our smartphone gets close to one of the BLE receivers. Door and window sensors let us know if someone is opening the front door, either entering or leaving. Motion and presence sensors, such as microwave radars or infrared detectors, continuously detect movement. When placed in different rooms, they are excellent for understanding whether someone is still inside the house. And if we want to go even further with presence support systems, we can use pressure or weight sensors placed under couch cushions, chairs, or even under the mattress to detect whether someone is sitting or lying down. In addition to the sensors we've seen so far, we can also use more advanced detection systems, such as cameras powered by artificial intelligence to visually determine whether a person is present. These can perform face detection and identity recognition, as well as general detection of people, animals, packages, or other objects. This approach is extremely powerful, especially thanks to AI integrations that open up new possibilities, but it can also introduce risks if not used correctly.
Home Assistant can analyze camera frames through a system called Home Assistant Machine Learning. This platform, which is still under development, will support the integration of AI models for visual analysis, including people, faces, and objects. However, these features still require specific configurations or additional components, and they are not all enabled in the default setup. With version 2025.10, new AI and camera-related features have been introduced. For example, you can use the AI task entity to analyze images captured by your cameras, asking questions like, "How many people are there? Who is this?" or "What's happening?" However, this is not yet a fully plug-and-play visual analysis module. Face recognition or identifying specific people still requires external models or additional integrations. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in this topic. We could create a dedicated video about artificial intelligence, exploring not only its benefits, but also its risks, and learning how to use it properly and responsibly.
The combination of these methods, Wi-Fi, GPS, BLE, physical sensors, and artificial intelligence, allows us to build a presence system that is extremely reliable, fast, and truly intelligent.
As we mentioned earlier, presence is a multi-source system that combines different types of information to determine the real presence of every person registered in the system. The person entity is the core of presence management. Here, each user is handled through an entity such as person.aura or person.orion.
To create a person entity, you need to open the main menu, select People, and then tap the Add Person button. The person entity does not collect data directly. Instead, it combines inputs coming from different sources, called trackers, such as Wi-Fi, GPS, BLE, and cameras. And it automatically chooses the most reliable source available at that moment, updating its state accordingly. This intelligent combination of sources is its real strength. The system assigns priority to each source based on reliability, accuracy, and update frequency. In practice, this means that if Orion is detected by BLE in the living room, his person entity will be marked as home. But if he disconnects from Wi-Fi and the GPS shows him far away, his state will switch to away. Now let's take a look at how the system understands where each person is located and, most importantly, how the various sensors become real tracker entities with two well-defined states, home and away. As mentioned earlier, trackers are the only entities that can be linked directly to the person entity. So let's see how to create them and how to link them. To use the wireless connection as a tracker, you first need to enable it in the Home Assistant Companion app on your smartphone. You can find it under Sensors, Network Sensors, Wi-Fi Connection. This creates a sensor that contains the name of the Wi-Fi network your smartphone is connected to. At this stage, however, it is not yet a tracker. To convert it into a real tracker, we need an additional component called Composite, which must be installed through Hacks. Now it's time to set up the binary sensor. Using the Helpers section, we create a new binary sensor. We give it a clear, descriptive name that identifies it as a tracker. We add the template code, read the value of the Wi-Fi network the smartphone is connected to, define the list of our home Wi-Fi networks, and check whether the phone is connected to one of them. We set the sensor to use the Connectivity Device class. In practice, this binary sensor will be true whenever the smartphone is connected to our home Wi-Fi network. We've reached the final step, linking the state of the binary sensor to the corresponding tracker entity, which we will then connect to the person entity. We open Composite, add a new tracker entity, and choose the name we want, and associate the binary sensor we just created, filling in all the required fields. Now we have the correct tracker entity available, fully linked to the value of our home Wi-Fi binary sensor. We can now proceed by linking it to the person entity. We open the Person menu. Select the tracker we just created. Perfect. The process is complete. The state of the person entity is now connected to the state of the binary sensor for the home Wi-Fi network. When the smartphone connects to one of our home Wi-Fi networks, the person's state will automatically switch to home. And as soon as we leave Wi-Fi coverage, it will be set to away. We've reached the end of this first episode. In this video, we explored why presence detection is so important, the different sensors we can use to manage it, and we successfully linked the smartphone's Wi-Fi connection state to the person entity. In the next episode, we'll look at geolocation and BLE tracking with practical examples of how to distribute them across different rooms. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. It costs you nothing, and it's a huge help for us in growing the channel. And if you want to support us even more, share the video and tell us in the comments what you'd like to see in the next episode. Help others discover how fun it can be to build their own smart home. Subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming experiments, tutorials, and ideas. See you soon. From Aura and Orion.